The United States is now an occupied country, but it will soon be an occupied country no longer. Not going to be happening. Not going to be happening. November 5th, 2024, 9 days from now, will be Liberation Day in America. It's going to be Liberation Day. On day one, I will launch the largest deportation program in American history to get the criminals out. I will rescue every city and town that has been invaded and conquered, and we will put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail. We're going to kick them the hell out of our country as fast as possible. And to expedite removals of Tren de Aragua and other savage gangs like MS-13, which is equally vicious, I will invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. Think of that. That's how far back. That's when they had law and order. They had some tough ones. Think of the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. You hear that, Mr. Speaker? Get ready. To target and dismantle every migrant criminal network operating on American soil. And there are lots of them. We don't have the same country anymore, you know that. And you know, when you look at the polls and they say about the economy and they have all these different things, the worst nightmare that we're facing is what they've done to us on our borders.
President Trump has promised to do mass deportations of violent criminals. He said that he wants to get rid of sanctuary cities. How would Illinois play into that if Trump does get into office and starts moving forward with mass deportations?
Well, yeah, you said two things there, and I think, all of us stand against violent criminals and think that they should, be imprisoned, or if they're illegal, undocumented in this country and they're committing violent crimes, they should be deported and turned over to authorities in their countries. Yeah, I think what Donald Trump represents is something that is a throwback to days when there was mass discrimination, racism across the country, and, by the way, forgets that this is a nation mostly of immigrants, and that we should honor that fact. Indeed, one of the people that he invited to stand on that stage and speak is an immigrant. Many of the best things that have happened to our economy over the last 50 years have been as a result of immigrants coming to this country and creating businesses, becoming Americans, and employing so many people. I mean, there are a lot of reasons why we should invite immigration to this country and have comprehensive immigration reform. It's what I stand for. I think it's what a majority of Americans believe in.
But would Illinois' law prevent, or how would that play into if the federal government's wanting to come in and get some local police assistance? Because he specifically said local police and sheriffs know who these bad actors are, and we'll use them to help round them up.
We saw already the beginnings of what Donald Trump would want to do back when he was president. You saw raids in Geneva, Illinois, into restaurants just to see if anybody in the back rooms of these restaurants happened to be undocumented immigrants. And I think it'll be that times 10. So are there things that we can do to prevent it? Sure, we've already passed some laws that will help prevent that. But the truth is that we should be protecting residents of the state of Illinois. Even if they're undocumented residents of the state, we should be protecting them. And, by the way, providing a path for people to seek citizenship. That's not something that the state of Illinois can do, of course. We need federal government leadership to get that.